Good afternoon, guys. So just got back from Cars and Coffee at Hunt Valley Horsepower. If you're not sure what that is, it is a big meet. They have every Saturday morning down just outside of Baltimore in what's called Hunt Valley. It's a beautiful little area they just built up recently within the last couple of years here. It's where they keep all the horses in that area. It's big for like where the Preakness, etc., etc. Beautiful area. I had a blast today. Got to see some cool cars. Got to meet some people that I don't know, never got to meet before. It's just a great day. Got to see one of the rarest of rare Supras, a QuickSilver 98 6-speed car, like the holy grail. I was pretty excited about that. The gentleman that owns the car is Frank. Frank has this thing and he has owned it since new. Well, as he put it, new. He actually bought it a year after it was a brand new car. The person who bought it originally had leased it for 12 months. Now, I personally didn't even know you could lease a car for 12 months, so that's kind of interesting in itself. Maybe that was something that you could do at the time. So he picked it up right after that, and he's had it ever since. And from the pictures and the video I'll show you guys here, the car is immaculate. He's had it done since 2003 with the big single setup and everything you see. And he said he really hasn't messed with it ever since. The only thing he has swapped out, he had an old ITS Innovative Turbo System turbo on it and switched it over to a precision turbo. Journal bearing, nothing special, just to kind of go to a more upgraded turbo, something a little bit newer. But it's still running an old AM V1 ECU. And it works. It's a beautiful car. Like, I can't express that enough. I'll flip over to the video here shortly, but I just wanted to express that. Now, before we get to that video also, there's some other stuff I wanted to show you guys. So you know how I was saying, like, turbo rebuild? Like, I'm doing this entire turbo rebuild, getting this all done, all excited. Great. Rebuild kit comes in for the second time. If you can already see my face, not a happy camper. So, I get this right here, all right? Rebuild kit. Great, fantastic. Problem is, these bearings right here are the wrong fucking size. Again. Same company, same issue. Not going to use them again. This time, they had the audacity to say, well, we'll give you a $5 refund. It's $50. Now, $50 isn't a lot of money. Maybe some people it is. But that's like a slap in the face. You sold me the incorrect product, so you're trying to give me $5 refund for selling me an incorrect product. I will ship it back to you and give you the correct, and you send me the correct product. No, they wanted to argue with me, fight with me on that. You just had me irking, boy. Oh, I was pissed off that day. That happened, I guess it would have been Tuesday this week, and I just hadn't been talking about it at all in my videos just because it had pissed me off so badly that they had the audacity to come at me and say, oh yeah, we'll give you a $5 refund, when it should clearly be a full refund. I'll send you the product back. They should also send me a shipping label because I shouldn't have to pay to ship a product back again that they screwed up again. It's not my problem, it's theirs. That's business 101. Am I a private business owner myself? No, but I would like to think that if you screw up, I paid for a product, you couldn't supply me with that product, that's not my fault, that's yours, you need to take care of that. But maybe I'm wrong, hey, what do I know? Another thing, guys, here, I'm going to be doing a detailing video coming up here soon. This is my wheel setup. Actually, I'm missing a couple brushes here to do my wheels. I'm going to do a detailing video and going over my new sponsor, Plus Soap LLC. They're based out of Utah, great guys. I'll be going in depth in that video. I'm not going to really talk a whole lot about them, but they make just a little bit of everything. Right here is their soap they make. It's called foam soap. The one big thing their claim to fame is highly concentrated, like 1 or 2 ounces does an entire bucket, which I'm usually skeptical of that. I used to use Chemical Guys, I've used McGuire's, I've used Griot's Garage, I've used O&R, you name it, I've used it. So I'm always really skeptical of that because everybody says, oh, 1 ounce of soap will work. It never does. And I tested this the other day just to see before I start recording it and lie to you guys. Holy crap, 1 ounce of soap is a ton of soap. A ton of soap. Like, it's probably too much, honestly, but I mean, you really don't want to go less than 1 ounce, so it's like, whatever. But it's highly concentrated, so what you get in the bottle, don't just over squirt it, bruh. You know what I'm saying. So don't overdo it. They sell quite other few products here too. I'm not going to go, like I said, in real detail, but they have quite a few other things here. Like I have some of their spray wax in here, metal polish, and wet sealant. I'll go into full detail on another video on that, but just want to show you guys that I will be doing a video on detailing, going over the Supra, showing what I do to keep it as clean as I do. It did get rained on today, unfortunately. I was driving down to Hunt Valley Cars, and I wake up this morning, the roads are wet. Not a big deal. Well, it starts pouring on the way down. Even though the good old weatherman says 0% chance of rain, fucking poured the whole time. So this thing is a dirty mess right now. I need to really detail it up. The engine bay is really dirty. I do like the gloss black, but at the same time I hate it, although it is better than polishing. I'll take wiping down gloss black all day long, especially powder coat, over polishing shit ever again. But I think if I would do it again, I would probably go to a flat black just because it wouldn't show any dust, dirt, grime. This I'm constantly wiping down because pollen season, just anything like that, I'm constantly having issues. But it looks good for the most part. Also, I'm going to be selling this little guy right here. I'm going to do a new spark plug glover. So I showed a couple people this today. Maybe I'll get a little bit closer up here for you guys. Now what that is you can see there as I'm scanning over it, it is a camo cover. It is a truly camo, like you can barely see it unless you has the light directly on it. So at the show today when the sun was coming up and it hit it directly, everyone's like, wow, that's cool, it's different. I've never seen anything like that. My neighbor actually made this for me and did it a couple months back. Super, super nice guy. Wasn't cheap to get done, but I was very happy with the end result. You're never going to have an issue with it. Like, I mean, I've been driving now 1,500 miles, no flaking, no chipping, no issues. So what's on it, it's going to last. Obviously, I recommend at least using spray wax, something on. You don't need to detail and put wax and sealant on. I mean, it's a hot engine bay. Just spray it down every once in a while. Just make sure you take care of it. Whoever buys it, just don't be a normal person, right, bro? Just take care of your shit. Another thing, I keep going, there's like a million things running through my head. There's so much stuff I gotta do, so much video and recording. Just an FYI guys, if there's not that many uploads this week, I apologize. I'm gonna be on vacation in Myrtle Beach. I'm going to stay down there for a week or so, just to try and get away, get some time to myself. I'm gonna try and edit and upload, but to be honest, I just wanna enjoy myself. I've been literally going at this every single day, recording video, then editing all night. I wanna spend time with my wife. I really wanna enjoy the time I have with her and kind of show that I still love her. I feel bad because I've been really neglecting her, and she's a trooper. Like, my wife is the bomb. I really couldn't ask for a better human to be married to than take care of me and walk me through life, but that's beside the point. Yeah, so if I don't upload a bunch of video, guys, I deeply apologize for that, but it is what it is. You guys are just gonna have to suck it up. Not that my videos are that important anyways, but like I said, detailing video, get the turbo done. I also want to do a Supra versus Skyline video. My buddy's got a GTR. We're going to put them side by side, talk about the pros and cons, kind of go over it. I'd also like to show you guys a video on a gentleman named John Stats. Now, John Stats has the quickest 76mm of that class, T4 class, in the entire country Supra, period. He has won World Cup finals now for the last 2 years straight. He's hoping to go for a third straight win this year. Down here at MIR in Maryland for the World Cup Finals. If you guys don't know what World Cup Finals are, that is the end-all, be-all, where people from all over the country, Puerto Rico, other countries, Australia, whatever, ship their cars over to come race at this event. It is the best of imports versus domestics. That's the name of the event, by the way, too. They call it World Cup Finals, but it's called World Cup Finals Imports versus Domestics. And it's amazing. Like, I'd never miss it every year, and I highly recommend if you are on the East Coast or in Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, anywhere on the East Coast, come to it. It is an amazing event. We always have a good time. There's beer vendors, there's clothing vendors, shops all show up. Everyone's very supportive of each other. And if you have a quick car, enter it, because they are always looking for new competition, looking for the next best guy. Well, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and flip over to the footage from today. It's going to be a little sporadic, guys, but I'll show you me talking to Frank and some of the cars at the event, and then let's switch back. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, I guess, now.